recently.
Flashlight.
Oh
Hi
my
guys,
God.
sorry I'm late. I was dealing with the soup.
So what about
Whatever
Can I
that
explain
means.
this really quickly? My adventures. I know I'm interrupting. But this
No.
Also, I would like to say upset I wasn't considered for the admin position because I would have abused it and it would have been great.
That's why I couldn't give it to you, Reese.
It would have
Sorry,
been
no.
amazing.
Oh my God.
I think we
So
already established this is all happening in Athens.
listen, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. If you guys, if certain of your characters do certain things that I like, it's like you know how I can give inspiration. I'll
Yeah.
give admin privileges if you do it well enough, and then you guys can abuse them for a week, and then I will take them away. Basically,
Oh, God.
I'll call it the Anthem for a day tag, where you all get godlike power.
Just more proof that we're all Atham.
Oh God, don't
Yeah,
you start.
the
Too.
entire
I would
Discord
cry
server
if I
See
did
this as an
that.
absolute
I'd be
win.
so upset.
All right,
Ah.
real. So if you can explain. I was just messing around.
Okay, so basically at Colgate, right? They give us stuff when we get the unlimited meal plan called bonus dollars.
Yes, I have that here too.
So we get 100 bonus dollars, but in the beginning of the
Lame, we get
semester,
200.
but in the beginning of the semester, they added another like 70, 75 because the food was shit for the first few weeks. Like we had no fucking food.
Wait, is Franco 24/7 now, or is it still closing
it's still,
out?
It's still closing out, and Coop doesn't open on weekends
Anymore?
There's no Coop on weekends. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
What happened to the tater tots?
Just gotta wait till the week. And so basically, they gave us an extra $75. Woohoo! But like, there's
you
not
can't
much you can
on-
actually use bonus
You
dollars
can't use it
for.
on your laundry either.
Yeah, you can't. You're like, there's hardly any uses for it. But recently, they allowed us to use it at Burn Dairy, right?
Oh.
Which is like a convenience, like milk store, basically. It's a convenience store, a
and
mini.
so much alcohol.
Yes. We're not allowed to buy alcohol with it. Like, there's a thing where it won't let us. It's so dumb. But my friends and I, we had accumulated a bunch of this because we had nowhere else to use it during the semester, and it disappears after the semester's over, right? It resets.
Mhm.
So all of us, we got people to donate their gate cards to us, and we went group of 5 in the car, and we spent about $500 at Burn Dairy getting anything and everything we could carry and fit in the car. We used every last cent that we could. It was great because it also got to a part where we had bought so much junk that we're like, I have like $40 left and like nothing else I need. So we would take in, we bought a bunch of like canned food. So now we're going to donate that to the food, like a donation area thing. Because it's like, Colgate doesn't need this, buddy. So it was so fun. The worker there was really chill. We were like, hey, we walked in, first thing we said, we were like, hey, here's the deal. We have like $500 of bonus dollars. Is it okay if we go ham and use this all? We don't want to inconvenience you. And he's like, yeah, sure. And at the end, we still had stuff. And we were like, is there any way we could like give you a tip with this or like buy you something? Like, is there anything here you want? And he was like, nah, I'm good. But that's our story. My friends just dropped me off and I had to like unload and organize the soup. We had like bags full of canned soup. So that's my story.
You're just gonna say we had bags full of soup, and I was imagining
I was
loose
hoping it
soup
was
in a
on
plastic
can.
bag.
Like
I
or like
it
a
was
paper
on,
bag.
that would be way
Paper
cooler.
bag of leaking soup. And a really
Imagine
big
dropping that off at the food bank.
Yeah.
Oh
here you go.
God.
Like
Don't
a
worry,
clear
it's double
plastic bag full of soup.
I got 3 stacks of like water bottle cases. I have so much water. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That is
because you
pretty
can't
cool.
drink from the lead pipes.
Now I don't have to drink from the lead pipe.
Hey, yo.
But that's half of the fun of drinking
No.
water.
It makes it sweeter.
What, you
No,
don't
it
want
does
lead
not. It makes it-
poisoning?
It
No,
makes
no,
it don't hurt a
No,
lot.
legitimately, and I've been told this by my classical studies friends, so that must mean it can't be a lie. That
The Romans drank lead. Yes,
they did, and they mentioned that the lead made it sweet because they mentioned that lead piping made the water a little sweeter. So it's delicious, canonically.
Yeah, your pipes are just made of lead and dirty.
Yeah, that's a bit of a double L there, folks.
Honestly, that just says a lot about you.
Anyway,
Your pipes are dirty.
I mean, yeah. Real quick, Reese, can you change the quote that of that Soph said a couple weeks ago about I just wanted to assert my dominance for a second to be the winner because we forgot to add that. Everybody voted, and that seems to be the one that won. Yay! All right. We'll have to tally this up at the. Oh, another point of business. I would like to thank Max and wait, who's okay? So you guys were already here. Max and Andrew are the two guests who have not been with us this entire time. It's unfortunate that Egg is not here, but thank you guys for being here because this is officially our 1-year anniversary session. Yay!
Wow. Nice. Good job.
Go!
I know. I can't believe it's already been.
Congrats on making it this long.
I am go. Wow. Jeez, man.
You didn't believe it?
Yeah, ouch.
I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get.
That wasn't meant to be mean. That was just meant to be good job for having a campaign that's like that interesting. I only realized it was mean after I said it.
I'm gonna get white girl wasted tonight in honor of this campaign. I'll go out.
We getting silly? We getting silly tonight?
I mean, not well. I could have McLean or pour me some whiskey or something like that if we wanted to do that during the session. I mean,
I have a little work I need to get done later, so I won't be able.
Yeah, I got work to do, but I have a shit ton of weed gummies
next week, though.
No. I can down the rest of this bottle of melatonin, and that's about the best I can do.
Reese is looking at me with awe.
Because I ran out, and Italian Netflix has Rick and Morty, and there's a new season that dropped yesterday, and I have nothing to
new episode
so annoying because until next week, and you don't know how hard it is to find weed in Italy because it's super illegal, and I'm really sad about it.
It's actually, I don't know. A lot of I was in Bologna though, because Bologna has a much easier culture about that. Because it's a huge student city,
I love these gummies.
They're very liberal over there, so nobody gives a shit. There was just a bunch of people you could go and find weed on. Some of my friends had a story about how weed sellers actually got in a fight trying to sell them shit. Because one realized that he was trying to sell it to them, and they knew they were Americans, so they both were trying to oversell to Americans and started yelling at each other. It's really weird.
Love that.
Anyway.
I get in for a good enough price.
Yeah, exactly. It's the free market. Anyway, no ball. I'll say real quickly that no balls to Soph on taking the weed gummies, and no balls to or do it pussy to Cameron to drink beer before you do physics work.
I mean, I'll have one beer, but I'll have that with dinner. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Okay. We'll get back to that. So, in a dungeon, basically, you guys have been traveling around. You've seen a lot of evil stuff. Very spiritual. Very big brain. Kind of out there universe.
I would call it very small brain.
Silence.
That's just your opinion, man.
Okay, listen. Very
have a brain because it's a collective consciousness.
Shut up.
She's kind of got you there. Anyway, all of you, shut up.
Yeah, she's right, but shut up.
Okay, we. Okay, for the people whose characters do not have to deal with a lot of the existential shit. It's basically you're just in a cave dungeon. You've met some bad guys, and you've all of a sudden been dropped off in a new city, or you're about to be. I'll spoil it a little bit. The rest of you know what the fuck's going on. Yes, story.
Well, no. I have a question. We're still in the worm, right? Or
you're still in the worm.
Get out of the worm.
Yeah, you're about to get spit out of the worm. I'll kind of spoil it a little bit.
But how will we continue to debate forever if we're out of the worm?
Shut the fuck up!
Like a worm? Oh my god, is it like a wormhole? Is that literally what a wormhole is? We're traveling through a wormhole and then we're going to exit out another wormhole? Gross.
Yeah, we appear on Mars.
Well, no, that was kind of part of the joke now that I think about it, although I kind of just wanted a worm to be involved, and now I'm realizing that would have been a much better pun. So
why are you admitting that pun wasn't your idea? You just roll with it.
Well, no, I did say that was part of the joke originally, but I didn't think that it would work that well or anybody would get it, so I just kind of was like, I just want a worm to be involved. So the fact that now she's gotten it and I haven't said anything about it, I don't know. I got to say that Reese usually picks out these things when other people don't, which I kind of forget. So I'll give that as a point to her.
Yeah.
Points to Gryffindor.
But we are not going to be spat on Mars. No.
I'm fucking ready to take that back.
God, okay. So let's get back into it. I guess the angel, last I remember, that had taken over Zin's body was now threatening to hit Atham, if I remember.
I think
had hit Atham, had hit Morchella. Ebb and Cyril were munching on stuff next to a bonfire, watching all of this.
Atham is grappled too.
Oh, right.
He's like stuck in the chains, like taking holy radiant energy.
Oh my god. Morchella and Dory, I guess I'll let you guys say if you want to be doing anything real quick. You guys are kind of feeling yourselves hurtling a little faster through the worm right now, or the worm's moving faster, however you want to look at it.
I mean,
you do like Atham, if I remember correctly, so he is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just imagining I'd be like maybe like chasing Morchella, like swimming behind them, trying to get to him.
I like the idea of that, and I like the idea that Morchella's just out of reach, and they aren't like actively doing anything, but just inertia is spinning them further and further away from Dory.
Nice, yeah, and I'm just trying to catch you, like, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! So there's basically this huge, I guess, scene of chaos. Cyril and Ebb are just chilling, eating popcorn next to the fire, watching Atham and an angel get into a fist fight.
Well, not really fist fight. It's a whip, and
I will put you back in the timeout corner if you don't stop it.
I'm sorry.
Channels can call it the timeout corner, and you can send someone. You can like exile them.
Because I think we already have some.
That's what the dungeon is. Yeah.
I had always assumed
Where's
the dungeon was
dragon,
something
though?
special for Cam and Marcello.
That I should also do.
No, you can't. You can't give us more avenues to argue.
No, I can't do that. They'll never get the back
It's
to
a
normal lives.
shipping.
Anyway,
Disgusting.
yes, I've noticed that. Anyway, Dory is chasing Morchella. Dory is chasing Morchella out of a childlike fascination, and the Eldritch Horror is just slowly spinning away in space. And it is a scene of pure chaos where you guys have kind of just had a bunch of crazy shit happen, and all of a sudden just descended into anarchy the moment that this all happened. I don't know why. But as you do, you guys start to feel a rumbling within the worm that just is like, and everything starts to vibrate.
Are we gonna get puked out?
As Ebb asks that, all of a sudden it feels like there is a great depressurization, and everything gets sucked upwards, and there is a great deluge. As out of one of the mouths of the worm, you guys get spat up on an escarpment in a great flood of black liquid, and just kind of start rolling toward something. I don't know.
We just like get something, as in like we get shut at the ground. Are we back in the world?
You're back on. No, you're back in. You're still in the Underdark.
But
you guys are like in the dungeon, but you're back outside of the worm, and it continues moving on under a cavern.
Okay, so we're not. My point was that we're not suspended in space anywhere. Cool.
No, you guys are all like rolling on the ground in a thick viscous goo, and the worm, as you can see, in a deep rumbling, starts to shake the cavern a little bit, but it starts to move away, and similar to a subway kind of veering off. The noise and the vibrations fade as it gets farther and farther away as it's dropped you off at your destination.
Okay,
Can
cool.
someone cast light?
Well, Zin, I like to say first. Well, I will. I'll cast light in a second.
So
I can cast light very, very easily.
Actually, I also have dark vision.
I have dark vision too.
I mean,
dark vision, but Atham. Cyril.
only has gold vision.
I'm better than dark vision.
I don't have light vision, actually. I can't.
I cast darkness just for Morchella.
Atham's got to wear shades because his future's so gold. Because he's got gold vision.
What?
So bright.
Okay,
Future's so bright.
What did he say?
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Basically, I like to say, like, once that happens, Zin's, like, kind of back to his normal self, like, the angel disappears. He is stuck in this gloop with the group.
Mhm.
Group soup!
No, wait. Okay, so, one, I would like to point out that Eb is loving being in the goop, but she notices that Zin hates it, and she pulls out the Gooby Gone from the salesman that we got way back when, where I got my stick.
Oh my god.
And I just quietly pass it to Zin, and I'm like, I don't say anything, but I just pass it to him.
I'm like, he's like sitting up, he's like, ah, gross, and Eb hands it to him, he takes it, and he nods, and then he like starts using it.
He turns around to Cyril and goes,
He goes back. He's like, oh my god.
and then she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, you did that great, fantastic. All right, don't ruin it. We'll let it
We
go.
Sid is not paying attention to all of this. He's just really he's really concentrated on getting the goo off.
Your addiction to group or your soup is truly formidable.
Is this a joke from Remember Group Soup? Reese?
Groups. Of course, I remember group soup. I constantly yell group soup all the time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying group soup.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Atham, Dory, Morchella, do you guys have anything while they're kind of having a moment?
I mean,
I'm cleaning myself off, unwrapping my. Yeah.
How deep is the goop?
It's like, when like a wave comes up on the beach kind of level, just like not too much of a not high at all. It's just kind of like a sudden splash went out.
Yeah, I'm imagining my beard is just like, it's just mopping me off of goop and like flinging it off and stuff.
Kind of like a self-cleaning system.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not it's just doing it,
Okay.
I imagine Morchella is in, an animation of Squash and Stretch? They're in like half of a squash right now against the floor. And they're just sort of slowly absorbing the goop with just the worst noise ever that sounds like a reverse wet fart. As they're slowly like stretching back out to normal height.
I'm gonna need you to make a performance check and to make this noise as well.
I'm not hearing anything. You're gonna have to try that.
It's actually really good.
Do it really loud.
Do it loud so your neighbors can hear.
Loud.
You're gonna be like, your neighbors come over and knock and ask what's up.
Yeah. No, they're gonna ask like, "What's up?"
Missed it again.
Damn.
Oh my god! No, it's okay. I think he's done a good job. I think
the sound barrier on Discord is literally preventing me from sending this noise.
How terrible.
Is it something like?
I think it's like.
It's like that. Yeah,
less aggressive.
It's basically like that, but more aggressive.
I'm gonna take a quick break here, or not a break. I'm gonna just take a quick tangent, and I'm gonna say whoever does the best Morchella noise gets inspiration, which is basically all right. We'll do yours again, and then we'll go around to whoever wants to enter the rankings for this.
Let's see if I can get the filter to turn off on Discord.
Refuse on moral grounds.
No, it turned. I couldn't hear you.
So.
All right, imagine this. Hear this.
It's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I feel like it'd be more gurgly.
That just sounded like a squirrel.
I don't know. I'm having trouble with this.
I like got into it and I was like really sad. I was Yeah,
so that's what's happening with Morchella.
Okay, all right.
Just a terrible display.
Can Eb pull a squeegee, like a modern squeegee, out of her cloak?
Yeah, we'll say that works.
Okay, it's like neon and horrible. It looks like it was from the 80s, and she only wipes off her face. And it makes the whole windshield wiping sound where it's like.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, Atham, do you want to do anything before this goes? Well, slowly the goo is receding as it is being devoured by Morchella and flung off by the others.
Yeah, nothing too special. I'm just unwrapping myself from the chains and rinsing out my cloak.
Here, Cyril's gonna be like, he's gonna form like a giant water ball and hover it over his head. He's like, you need any help there, Atham?
I'll take some water, sure.
He pulls out like a half of the water and floats it over your head, and then snaps and drops both of the water on both of you, and it cleanses. He flicks out his hair. I would like everybody to make a quick perception check.
Oh, do you want me to roll for Cyril?
I'm gonna let Cyril.
Roll dice.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my
Cyril.
God. What about whoever gets the Atham Power of the Week gets to be Cyril for one turn?
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's fun. That's fun.
Well, we can have that. That might be fun.
Cyril for a turn.
I got 17.
15. Okay. 17.
26.
20.
Oh,
23.
Zin. Oh, Zin.
26.
5.
Oh.
So I'll say that the majority of the party notices something as the light kind of rescinds from your initial like flare up after getting the goo off, because everybody was like kind of flexing their light. A stream of lava starts to fill in behind you guys where the worm was. It doesn't look like it's filling up. It's just like kind of the crevice of what looks like the subway tunnel where the worm was starts to refill in with lava from the what's been emptied out from the worm's travel. As it does, a sudden and kind of eerie flickering light, like a candle, starts to illuminate the cavern. And as it does, you can see it slowly creeping up the side of a wall where it looks like something that is not quite a cave painting or a mosaic, but something kind of in between. It looks like painted stone has been assembled in a Byzantine sort of manner. It starts to creep up, and you see it's filled with a red circle, and it looks like a shaft of cream-colored skin, and you can kind of realize that it's starting to look like a portrait. What?
It's happening.
Keep going.
As
Where's
you do,
Lear?
he is not
Lear and
there at the moment. As it does, you guys kind of you notice in the back that there is a cavern kind of slightly to the right that's slightly small. Oh my god!
Oh, a shaft
how
of
much
cream
that joke, and then you just do it.
You guys are you have a DM's sensibility, so I appreciate that. Unfortunately, not everybody has that sort of courtesy. As you do, you see that it's filled in with black and gold as the light changes. And let me see if I can get this to work. As you do, it's kind of revealed at first in the dim light to look like this.
And is this? You said this is
A
smoke?
giant penis.
Hey.
It's in character references.
Oh, that's really cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
I also
And is
hate it.
that-
I hate it because I know. Ugh. God fucking damn it,
I
Atham.
notice, or
It'd be cast in Mage Hand or something
Yes.
with it, the way he's doing those somatic components.
You guys everybody
Jesus,
notices this, and then Reese or Eb, you notice kind of behind that there seems to be more light coming from down the tunnel. But as you guys fills with more and more light, all of a sudden it kind of changes a little bit. As you can see that's the deeper etching into the rock. The deeper color, and the light reveals more finer details. And as it does, you can see that the eyes and the face have been scratched and defaced for whatever reason, and it seems to have been vandalized quite heavily.
You, Atham.
Yeah, what did you do?
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Atham.
Are you all asking him in
created the
character?
underdeep and then left them there.
Yeah, like why are you there? Why is your face up there?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know why it's here. I've never been here exactly before.
Interesting.
But things get teleported here from all over the world, so who knows?
Eb's trying to make the hand gesture, and Jess goes, "What?"
It flips everybody off.
It's artistic or something. I don't know. I don't remember doing that pose.
Zin does not like this.
Mm.
He is angry. Like he's just kind of disgusted by it. Kind of like, what is this?
So it's this, but with its. Sorry.
No, you go.
It's this, but with its face scratched out, is what you're saying, Sean?
It's kind of like the eyes have specifically been scratched out. Like it looks like somebody has deliberately done that, and then there's kind of markings and a little bit of graffiti.
So it's like the art in Byzantine churches during the, what is it called, where they got rid of everything that was too fancy and they scratched all the eyes of saints and murals.
I don't know. I'm a science historian, not a historian.
Yes, it's invoking that sort of imagery, but it's not. I don't know what the I forget what the exact term is, but I know what you're going for, and that is kind of what it is. This doesn't have instead of the style being the Byzantine use of metals and whatnot to make the mosaic, it's painted stone and different types of stone and things like that to make the
really
mural.
Cool drawing though. What did you?
That wasn't me. That was not my.
Where did you? Like, where'd you get this?
We'll get that to later.
I'll give you $20 if you put this in the next episode.
Maybe. Now we'll move on from that for a second. In that you guys can kind of see there's some graffiti, but I don't think many people can read Old Templeonian. In the
that's good.
Can we tell it's Atham? Are we aware that it is Atham?
I'm not going to. We're going to start getting to the part where I am not going to give you clear-cut things. You guys kind of all just went out and started yelling at him. So do you think that your characters would recognize it as Atham if you all immediately recognized who it was?
Like Atham.
The question, though, is it Atham?
Is everything? I feel like Zin is just not going to. I feel like Zin's not going to notice at first if it's Atham. I don't think he's going to put that in it.
Ab's looking
between like a moment where like Atham standing right beside it.
He just thinks it's some weird pagan god or some weird thing. Like he's just getting the creeps from it. He's like, I don't like this.
You know.
Eb and Dory move Atham right next to the picture. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, like I'm imagining he's just in like plank, like this, and I just pick him up above my head and I'm holding him there.
Like, perfect. And now.
Where does this Atham from my heat of light? Like, is he all like burned up? Just a question. How's Atham looking physically after being destroyed by wind?
Oh no! I'm not
gonna hit him again. I was just wondering how he looks.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about secret things that are going on behind your back.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I don't like this thing. I am on my guard.
And behind his back, and you didn't include me.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. Can I just do I got the detect good and evil. I want to detect the vibes.
I mean, you have a sensor on your thing. Like, it's just a piece of artwork. I mean, you can, if you want to roll me like Arcana, History, Religion, you can if you would like. And Dory, yes, what would you like to ask?
So I have stone cunning. Am I able to tell anything about the stone that it's carved into? Like where the stone's from? What?
Yeah, you automatically pass any check in regards to that with this specific mural. Yes. Yeah. What is it? Soph then?
I rolled a nat 20 plus 3 for a religion or Arcana check. It's the same.
Okay, you and Cyril are going to get a little closer, and you're going to realize that this is a pretty obvious religious mural, but there is obvious defacement of it for some reason. You can't exactly tell what reason, but it seems that this is like a very specific. Somebody had created this to worship the figure within it, whether they are a saint, the god of the religion. It's kind of hard to tell, but this is very specifically a veneration. But it seems that whoever got to it last did not like that and has specifically been very angry at the person within it. It seems to be kind of like you said, a pagan or maybe other religion that has fallen from grace potentially, but it's very religious in nature, but it doesn't have any magic attunement to it. Cyril's going to be like, hold on, I could kind of read some of the graffiti here. I have some classes in ancient Templeonian from the Templeonian sect of our church. Something about betrayer, I think. Blood, thousands of blood. I don't. It's really hard to read. I don't know if I'm accurate with this right now. Does anybody want to address the elephant in the room?
What? The lava?
Well, that's a good point. I can if I can just throw water on that and we can seal it up for at least a little bit.
Like
How
Minecraft.
lava works.
Have you played
yeah.
Minecraft? Have you played fucking Minecraft?
He can
Listen, we don't have the diamond pickaxes.
No.
We're not going to be able to deal with the obsidian.
he can literally summon like a near infinite amount of water. He can stop a pyroclastic flow for a few minutes. Okay, that is how lava works.
That's
okay,
my boy!
although the steam might kill you. Anyway,
Yeah, that was more of the issue, I think.
there is a Eb.
It's
You have
magic
noticed that
land, we're
there
fine.
is a small corridor right to the right of behind the mural, or the mosaic. Sorry. Dory, what were you going to ask? You had your hand up.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess I'm missing what the elephant in the room is.
Wait, shit, guys, do we have the anchor?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I have it.
No, he
Yeah,
has
I
a
think-
piece of it. You don't have a full anchor with
We
you.
do not have the anchor.
No,
Oh,
where
fuck,
is
oh,
it
fuck.
then?
Outside the city.
I think I also had a piece of the stone.
I think that he gave you his piece. Dory mined it out for you. I mean, maybe we could say Dory
Right.
took one, but you guys have pieces of the metal of the anchor. Yes.
Oh shit.
I
Yes,
don't
yes,
think
Marcella.
that's related to it, though.
I'm not sure if I can do this, so it's fully within your purview. But I'd like to try and, I guess, sense sort of echoes of what kinds of pain happened here in the past.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's cool.
I'm not sure whether I can do that or whether that would what that check would
Physical
even be.
or emotional? Like, how would we feel it?
Yes.
It's physical.
Mostly
pain,
physical, I'm
mostly
pain, I
physical.
would say.
A lot of
can I-
everything.
Can I search for ghostly remains then? Like if there's any sort of spiritual attachment that lingers here?
You guys kind of, as soon as your minds kind of go to that track at the same time, you kind of resonate, and all of
We're
a sudden,
synchronized.
Yeah,
Basically,
we look at each other,
yes.
we're like,
as soon as that you kind of drawn into Morcella's network, I guess you could say, and Eb's ability is basically all of a sudden multiplied 1,000-fold to detect spirits, and you can kind of all of a sudden you're transported back, and similar to what happened before, a kind of portal is ripped open where there is this giant black and white vision around all of you, where you are in a black obsidian colored, at least. I don't know what the stone would be, you assholes, but it is this beautiful midnight black stone with red detailing of painted glass and gold etchings here and there lining the pews and the marble and all along the door, along with gold leaf on the wide wooden, it looks like wooden doors at the back, and it's a church that you can tell. It used to be a massive place of worship, and you can tell that there was many people who lived here that used to be closer to the surface, it looks like. It still seems to be underground, but you can tell that there are people who are wearing mining equipment, and then you can also tell that there were people who had just come in from above. And for those of you who would know enough history, probably no, Dory's too young. Zin is not somebody I feel like who would have paid much attention in history class, but maybe Cyril will fill him in later. We'll say that this seems to be kind of during the Underground Kingdoms territorial events, when more and more underground species such as kobolds, dwarves, and some types of halflings kind of were appearing from the Far East and were settling under people. And there was a huge political debate about why, whose jurisdiction they fell under. But this seems to be during a more peaceful time. And they seem to be praying toward this figure that is in the this mural. It kind of shifts a little bit, and you kind of see the place in ruin. There's fire everywhere, and stone after stone is being brought down. But oddly enough, they're not the people that you kind of the destruction you see right now is wholesale. It's not like desecration so much as complete obliteration, if that makes sense. And surprisingly, this is missed as it is brought low into the earth, and you can feel it sinking. But Ebb and Morcella, you get to see a quick glimpse of the soldiers who are destroying this, the foundation of this rock, are etched in some kind of gold and silver and just generally highlighted with, I believe, I don't know exactly what the uniforms would look like, but you can tell that there is gold etching at least and accents on their armor for the most part. And as it falls, you can see that the last few people who took refuge, as they're crying, kind of etch this desecration into the mural that they were supposed to be hiding from, which is very odd considering it seems like they used to be followers of this religion. And it suddenly slows and starts to rescind toward the mural or mosaic again as it falls into place. And as it sinks and covers exactly where it is in real time. And it all of a sudden goes back to being in color and stops the vision.
I've popped open an energy drink.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a little distracted by Liz's like messages and I missed
Oh.
It's not my fault.
All right, yeah. Well, that's fine. You'll just miss important stuff that like I said, I'm not going to fill you in later now.
Wasn't it just
Only Cyril will.
Wink,
Well,
wink.
Dory, or I'm sorry, not Dory. Ebb and Morcella's power did something similar to what happened when you guys were in.
Yeah, I got that. I was
Trump.
just like, so Zin didn't see it. Was the group that saw this, or was it just Ebb?
Everybody saw this. Everybody
Okay.
saw this through through Ebb and Morcella's ability for asking, through psychic shit.
I'm just trying to think of how Morcella, because Morcella's not connected to the main mind right now, how the just body part would conceptualize and respond to this, because they sort of know what this is, but they can't really say much about it. And it's more just sort of like, I don't know if there's even words. There's just like a fear response.
It's just like a
And
weird
that's
pagan
probably-
church.
I think it's the first time Morcella's ever like hit you with fear from them. This is like a bad place. We shouldn't be here.
Cyril's going to look at Dory real quick, and after having seen that, he's going to act much more fearful as well. He's going to look between everyone. He's going to be like, "Come on, you all saw it. Like, Dory, you moved. Well, I'm going to assume this is canon based on what Ebb said, but you moved Atham next to the mosaic.
Yeah.
We're just gonna ignore the fact that he looks like an exact representation of what's on the mosaic.
I mean, I've been seeing him in my dreams and stuff. He's around.
What?
Why didn't you mention this?
What? Like, we keep falling asleep and he's there. What do you
Like,
mean?
before you met him, or?
No. I see him everywhere. What do you guys?
What is the meaning of
What? Wait, have we not been like transcending and going through like everything? Like, have you guys been missing out on this?
Oh, I thought we each saw someone different.
Oh.
Sorry, all I remembered was that Ab had the weird Morcella dream. But
Wait,
everyone
are you? Wait, no, sorry. Wait, are you asking in character or out of character? Because I can't tell right now.
out of character.
No. I think the confusion Dory is having is in character. So you were right. What you were just thinking, Reese. Like everybody did have their own thing. He's just assuming that. At least am I right, Andrew?
Yeah.
You're gone around everyone.
Yeah, no. So Andrew was not confused. Dory was confused, if that makes sense. Dory thought everybody was having the same dream, but Andrew realized everybody was separate. So that's just to be clear to everybody.
Oh, okay.
It was just a childlike confusion.
Yeah. You guys haven't you haven't seen this?
I definitely don't dream about Atham.
I turned to Atham and I'm like, what is the meaning of this?
It's just a pagan church. I don't see a problem with it. It got destroyed.
We are
Don't
at the
see
place.
my problem with it.
We are at the origin of the poison, and that's just sort of psychic muttering in the corner from Morchella.
Does this mean that this is the anchor? Huh?
The anchor? No. This is
But you
just
said
a remnant of an old church.
But Marcella said it was the.
Morchella isn't poisoned by the anchor, and I'm not giving you any other hints because
Okay, well,
there were clues to what Morchella is saying right now.
Because I feel like Zin will hear that and think this is the poison. Well, like you said, this is the poison, and the poison that he's going to connect to is to the anchor. That was his thing. He was told to destroy the anchor or something like that. I know it's like a rock or something, but this could be like the origins of something bad. This is the bad voodoo. He just doesn't like pagans.
All right, Cyril's going to take Zin aside for a second. He's going to be like, "Okay, Zin, how old do you think Atham is? You've been traveling with him longer than I have."
Zin's going to take a moment to think. He has never considered this. He just really doesn't get it. I don't know. He just says a lot of like weird cryptic stuff.
That's weird cryptic stuff is spotting pagan demons 101. It's literally all they do.
I thought it was just to get the voodoo.
Rude. I also say cryptic stuff.
Cyril's gonna yell back at you. Yeah, you're a fucking pagan demon. Not really, but he's gonna be like a pagan demon a little bit.
Well, like I would have gotten the hoodoo voodoos.
So you're saying that so you haven't ever had a period where you've felt that Atham is malevolent? Because I so far I've thought he was a pretty chill guy. I thought he was a good person.
Obviously, okay.
A chill guy.
Take a second. Cyril, just come over here for a second. We'll just pull him away. Because does he know what my whole goal is?
Pulled away. We already were pulled away.
Oh, we were? Okay.
Not quick, let's speak over here.
Me, and everyone was like,
everyone's just picking everyone up.
Okay, no. So I'm talking to Cyril. I'm like, of course I've never trusted this guy. That's my whole mission. Was in here. Torn had told me since the very beginning.
Well, what did he say? Did he say to specifically harm him or just to follow him?
Well, to follow him and keep an eye on him because he doesn't have like good hoodoo voodoos. Like he's
okay.
Has
so there's
an aura of
stuff.
There's something wrong with him.
Okay,
and it is in contradiction to our mission. Our goal is to figure him out and most likely to destroy him.
Okay.
The psychic emanations are strong on this one.
So, okay. Well, I didn't realize that. We'll keep an eye on him. So far, I felt that he's been pretty benevolent. But if that is okay. I know. But if we will have to report anything to the higher ups, we'll keep an eye on him. But something weird just kind of happened there, and I feel like this mosaic and the bad juju we're feeling has to do with something that happened with Atham. Also, did you notice that the guy at the door kind of looked like him, the one who summoned the worm?
A little bit. Oh. Pay attention to these things.
No, I know you do. I'm not saying you don't. You've paid attention to a lot of great stuff. I'm asking you. You know better than I do. You got the spirit sense thing. I don't have that. I'm not blessed.
I guess now that you mention it, you have a point.
Okay. Well, look, the others are going to get suspicious, and we can't be pulled away any further, or else we're going into the lava. So we should go back to them. We'll talk back later.
Okay.
Eb, you have noticed that there is a little tunnel that seems to have some more light coming out of it behind the mosaic for a while now.
100% Eb's gonna go in that tunnel, but first she's gonna turn to Morchella and like kind of whisper like, Is this where the goo comes from? Is that what you mean by the poison?
Now just being a dick.
Um,
Oh, me poison.
how do I say this? Because we don't know if that substance is produced here, but the poison we are talking about runs much deeper. It is a poison of the mind.
Like deeper, like in this cave tunnel that goes deeper into the dark, and Eb is backing away into it very sarcastically.
Morchella is going to be like walking towards them to like try to grab them and pull them away from what they assume is basically instant death.
Whoa, instant death, let's go. Come on, chop chop, creepy tunnel.
What is going
Either
on
I'm
over
going
there?
in alone or I'm going in with all of you.
Dory,
I don't want this funny little green person to die, so I'm following Eb.
Eb's got followers now,
I feel
guys.
like we have to deal with this creepy ass mosaic first. I feel like we have to destroy it.
Well, Gotham's most likely not going to abandon us here, and it's very clearly a self-portrait of him made by someone who is not a fan of his eyes. And there was that whole other thing about the church business, but you know,
what church
I
business?
feel like Gotham, unlike some dads, is not going to leave us, and we can ask him about it later.
Where's Lear? I'm going to mention that. Did anyone see where he went? I just kind of now.
Oh no!
Or dropped off somewhere else before we got puked out.
Oh wait,
you're not with us?
basically my ASMR GPS. Do I have any pings? I want to think like a little piece of like hair.
GPS.
Oh my god, he's gonna have like that little anime like leaf thing that or a blade of grass on their head.
He has like a little, like the little one of his pieces of hair, kind of just like boop, boop,
like static electricity, but just one piece.
Oh god!
Yeah, it's just one little piece. It will sometimes stick up as his ASMR like antenna.
It would be way funnier if it was the entire hair, though.
Yeah,
like as a big arrow.
It points in the direction of him.
Oh my god! Zin has a gaydar.
He just absolutely does not have a gaydar. He is bad at that. He does not know that Cyril is gay. He doesn't know what that is.
Zin doesn't know that.
His hair just keeps pointing at him all the time.
Jake, not. Oh my god, Andrew.
Yeah.
I want you to roll history for me real quick.
Yep.
What does my ASMR GPS say? Can I not sense Lear anywhere?
Sorry, I got a bit distracted. You get a little bit of a blip nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got a 9.
Okay. Is that plus whatever you have for history?
I have plus nothing for history.
Sorry, roll with advantage real quick. Roll again, because this would be an advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can help if you ask.
3. I learned nothing.
God, never mind then. All right, you guys kind of spill out onto the other side. Morchella and Eb, as you guys kind of start pulling each other to and fro, one trying to go forward, one trying to go back. Assuming Morchella doesn't really have that much. What is Morchella's strength?
Actually, Morchella is fairly strong for a mushroom. They have 15 strength.
Oh, okay. That's
Morchella is holding
on
to the back of Eb's hood and like trying to hold her back, like they do in cartoons. So she just marches, and although Eb is not stronger than a 15, it works.
Well, no, here's the thing. Morchella is strong for their size because they are like 4 feet tall. That's the way I conceptualize it, and also it's definitely more like holding things for a long period of time because their muscles don't exist, so they can't get tired.
Eb is like 4 feet tall.
Oh, damn.
You guys get close enough, I'll say, that all of a sudden the cavern kind of opens into a huge expanse, and there is a lot more light that kind of it's like you have a blinding moment where your eyes have to readjust, or Eb's eyes have to readjust. Or no, they don't, because you have dark vision.
Is it sunlight?
No, it is not sunlight.
Okay, because if it's sunlight equivalent, then I get bad effects.
No, it's not at the moment, at least. A lot of it's coming from, there's huge rivers of lava going around, and you guys go. Do you call for the others to follow you? All of a sudden, you kind of break out into an expanse of what looks like, it's hard to see right now, but you can kind of see that there are what looks like man-made structures, or sentient made structures, I guess I should say. It's really annoying when dealing with fantasy races.
Artificial.
Yeah, it's artificial, not natural.
I don't think Ebb yells because if there's signs of life down here, you don't really know if it's good or bad. But definitely like stops right outside the opening, looks at Marcella and looks back and is like trying to find the others.
Do you guys follow them?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
others?
So
Yeah.
is this below in elevation to the previous tunnel? Do we have to
guys
like block the door or something?
No, you guys kind of walk up. It's like a slight incline, and you go out into like a little ledge. And you guys all have a kind of blinding moment as you kind of open up into this expanse that's much more well and artificially lit. And Dory, as you're walking up, you kind of have a pain in your heart for a second, and all of a sudden a breeze blows by you, and kind of a smell of sulfur and soot and freshly ground rock kind of fills your nose, and it's all very nostalgic. And as you enter the cavern, it's home. And I'd like you to describe your city real quick to everyone. What do they see?
So, I mean, this is like a citadel of dwarves, you know. The entire thing was hewn from a single massive block of stone. You know, like the entirety of the castle town was one continuous piece. But I'm imagining now that because previously it would have been like white, but I'm imagining now that a lot of it has been maybe washed over with like layers of lava. So you could see like the shapes of the buildings and stuff, but it's all like off color, like black or grays, depending on. I mean, I don't know what it would be depending on, but just like and like lumpy and amorphous. And I'm imagining that lower down in elevation because it's like tiered, you know, like a massive cavern. And so I guess lower down in elevation, probably everything is just buried. Right? Yeah. And just, I mean, this stone wouldn't crumble naturally. So if it was destroyed, something forceful would have had to have like happened.
So as you say that, you kind of, the vision of the past meets the vision of the now, and you notice that that kind of phenomenon you had where the white rock was originally hewn into a beautiful and kind of artistic manner, it slowly got covered with splashes of lava flow and soot, and it's almost like a corruption of the buildings that look like they've been mutated, where jagged edges and kind of lumpy pyroclasts and stalagmites and stalactites kind of form like icicles on the sides of buildings, but in shiny obsidian rock. And instead of the white, clear marble with some of the pink warm hues, it's all completely dark midnight black. It almost looks monstrous. What's like a cancer is overtaking part of the city, and it's much more than what you remember when you were a kid. Much more. It's not the entirety of the city. It's more like 50-60%. But it's slowly been kind of eating away in a certain sense at the city. You can kind of tell from far away that there's still signs of life. And there's one other thing that you don't quite remember, which doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't there. It's just Dory was taken as a very young child. He is still very, very young, especially by dwarf standards. Because I think you said you're like, what, 12, which would be like 1 in dwarf years?
Yeah.
So like your memory is really not at all quite formed yet. So you can tell it's been a while from that flow, but kind of something that you've always had trouble remembering is that there's a giant black, oily black spire at the middle of the tiers, and all the way at the top of the tiers in the back. It's kind of hewn into the side, kind of like Helm's Deep a little bit, but underground. If you guys, everybody's seen that for reference. You can look it up, Reese, if you have not seen it. What? You weren't shaking your head. Everybody else was shaking your head, so I thought, or their heads. So I didn't realize if you had seen it or not. But that's just to kind of give you a visual. And yeah, you guys all do this, and maybe some of you notice that Dory is looking a little weird on this place or not, but that is what you all see as you enter.
I'm imagining that like it hasn't fully set in, like the gravity of what's just happened. But I'm like almost like I'm imagining there's like tension building physically in me, you know, like you can see that it's almost like, especially in my beard, it's almost like there's a static effect, you know. It's like just like very slightly, but like as I'm like looking around and like refamiliarizing myself with this place, it's like starting to dawn on me.
It's starting to sink in for Dory. Does anybody else see
They
or
don't
feel
know
anything?
though.
No, I'm just saying, like, nobody else would have known this place.
Yeah.
Not really. Does nobody else has any feelings? I mean, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm speechless.
Well,
no words.
Let's go look for those signs of life that we saw. So we can follow those somewhere.
Are we on a ledge like there's a drop, or is it just like
Kind of like a semi-drop. I mean, like you could just jump down a little bit and start making your way. It's like not. It's like a bunch of like slight declines and uneven like rocks, but you can make your way down it. It's not too hard. And then you can see there's kind of a path leading to the city around the lava. It's very hot down here, though. You kind of notice that as you get closer.
I think Marcella is going to be sticking to sort of the middle of the group, if they can, if they aren't pushed away by certain other people in the group. Just not having a good time, being afraid. This isn't somewhere the modal body is supposed to go.
Okay. Lava Land.
Sila's going to look up, and he's going to be like, "This." What did you say the name of it? Dory, what did you say the name of your original hometown was?
Soft Rock.
Okay. He's like, wait. Does anybody else notice the symbol on that giant spire in the middle, that black spire? And what it looks like is an eye in the middle of kind of like a cage for a torch, if that makes sense. If you've ever seen one of those, with a fire ablaze. And if the rest of you would give me history checks, I don't think Marcella really cares.
This is not good.
Still do it. I'll still do it. They're seeing this. They might know it.
Oh,
no. They don't. That's a
29.
6 with my history
20,
skill.
bitch.
Yeah, I just got a 6.
That one.
Oh no.
I mean, Zin's not going to know much shit.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's more of actually, it was personal history. So Zin's probably going to be like, I don't want to fucking think about anything else today. I've thought enough.
Marcella's too frightened of this place.
Well, like, Zin doesn't really get why. Like, I feel like he might be getting some of the vibes where it's like people are frightened, but, you know, he's not good at picking up other people's emotions. Much less, you know. Mm-hmm. So he's like, might sense that there might be a bit of an uneasiness, but I don't think he really gives a shit. Like, I feel like he just doesn't get it. He's like, oh, this looks like a civilization that is now covered in lava. Like, what are we doing here? We still have to destroy the anchors. All these thinking
every day.
It's like, for me, this is just Tuesday. I'm Zin, the genocider. Hasn't committed a single genocide. Sigma male grind.
He's a little behind on his genociding. Okay, give him some time. Give him some time.
How are you gonna graduate without
How many people have you even eaten?
Yeah, bro. Do you even cannibalize? Anyway, before we get into this dick measuring contest again, we'll go with both Ebb and Atham immediately recognized that this was the symbol on the bandits that attacked you in this mountain before. Truly, the ones that used the electrified chains that specifically attacked Atham and seemed to be really good against fighting psychics for some reason.
Oh my god, are these the people?
Yep.
Are these the Minervans?
Yep.
Oh fuck!
At this, Ebb definitely stops dead and kind of like wildly looks back at the group, and I guess makes eye contact with Atham because they seem to realize what's going on.
Actually, I feel like Zin kind of.
You guys better get ready to carry me hard. So I'm gonna be.
You're injured.
I'm not gonna be quite as useful as I usually am.
Okay.
What?
We should do this carefully, I think.
My instant I feel like once Zin realizes, I think he'll realize because I just realized. So I decide that.
Do they say that out loud? They're like, "Oh!"
I really want the scene of them.
I do that.
I want to.
Wait. I'm like,
Little hairpin, where's Lear? Where's Michael Asimar? I'm now I'm a little bit like fearful, worried in the Zin sense. I don't know how it works.
Marcella not recognizing that as the name of any like powerful horror is like, oh, never mind, it's just people. Oh, I was scared of nothing.
Well,
no.
You would know that that symbol kind of usually associates.
I got a 6 on my history check. I do not know.
Never mind.
So,
well, I mean, okay, fine. Yeah, that works. Go ahead.
I'm imagining like everyone is just like bugging out around me, but like I, as in game and out of game, don't know what's happening right now.
That's fine. That works well, man. You don't need to know out of character because your in character doesn't know. Enjoy the ride.
So I'm just like I'm also imagining that I'm still in somewhat of like a shell shocked state of like, like it hasn't, it hasn't hit me. It's it's like it has, but it hasn't. It just is like if you and it's just like I'm like what just completely disoriented.
The shell shock of this kind of to all of you, as you all are kind of, I guess, I do actually kind of like this because Marcella was freaking out for like the last 15 minutes, and then it immediately flips to where everyone else is freaking out, and now Marcella's like, oh, okay, never mind. But Zin, as soon as you do that, your little hair stands up, your Azamar sensor, and you immediately start picking up where Lear is, and it's where you might guess in the middle of the tower. And you kind of get a quick, which is a more higher level Azamar ability, instant message into your head: bring my sword now. Infiltration successful. Assassination must be carried out. Hurry up.
Okay. I lock into action. Am I able to fly up there? I think it's like too crowded, and I probably can't. I could.
You could if you wanted to use your ability, which is I think you can only do once a long rest, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I want to just.
That might be a little bit of a.
How far?
He said infiltration real quick, so you have to do this stealthily, kind of.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was just a big tower, and I can go. Just go like here, bro. Okay. Oh fuck! I gotta be stealthy. Shit, I wear it.
Well,
No.
I have his weapon ready though. I got the message.
As you guys get closer, you can kind of start to see that there is a sort of extremely well made, but kind of in ruin, but kind of not. It's kind of almost like it's something that's very well made, a town sign in a stone marble arch, but it's almost deliberately been not even defaced, but like parts of it have fallen to ruin much faster than other parts, and not in the way you would associate, because it's all just been kind of deliberately not cared about, it seems.
You're muted.
I
You
feel a
muted yourself,
sudden
mate.
directionlessness.
It's Sean's.
Sean, you're muted.
Yeah, I know I'm muted. I was talking to somebody else.
You're not
Sorry.
muted
Oh,
anymore,
okay.
just so you know.
Is it calf?
What?
Oh no.
What? No,
I
that
wanted
was.
to think that it was your mother, and then I got excited.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm at my friend McLean and Freya's house, who hopefully will be guest starring at some point in the future. They're nice. You'll like them. Anyway, it's basically this kind of arch that seems that some sort of lethargy has fallen over the populace, where they've let go of this town symbol. And Cyril's able to read it, and he says, "Wait a minute, is this soft rock?" I can read a little bit of Dwarven.
I'm like, the moment he says it, it just is like it was like oh, should I wait for Sean? Oh, is he there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He just
I'm
turned on-
here. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm just making sure I'm not being rude. Is all.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
host.
So like Dory was almost in the, like, he's like, it can't be, you know, like, but then the moment that he says that, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what the reaction would be. Like, I don't know how. Just like crying, you know, just like plops down on his butt and starts like bawling like a baby, like a big fat baby.
Oh, he's a big fat
Aw.
baby. It's a poor thing.
Can I
Aw.
animal handling to calm him down?
That's a little mean, but
Can't relate.
if Andrew, if you're all right with that, I'll allow it.
I'll
What
go
does
through
that
the
do?
persuasion myself, but let's
It-
see the animal head.
It's
I
one of
wanted to
it's one of the skills that you have. It's like she said, instead of persuasion, she wants to do animal handling, which I guess might be accurate for somebody who's a 1-year-old in like a man's body. So
I'll do persuasion over it. I didn't know
it's up to
No, yeah,
Andrew.
I guess animal handling would make sense.
So it's only if you're okay with it, man. It's your decision.
No, in the mind state that he's currently in, that would probably make more sense.
Okay, you can roll and then tell me what you would like to do.
I'm gonna tell you what I want to do and then roll and see how bad it is.
Okay, that also works.
A bold decision.
Ab's gonna go over and be like, shh, it's okay, and pull out one of those clown handkerchiefs that just keeps coming from her robe pocket. And just pass the end of it to Dory and be like, hey, it's okay, and like, I don't know, pet him on the head or something.
Oh, I'm imagining that I just blow my nose on one handkerchief and then pull it to the next one and blow my nose on it again. And I just keep doing that, like wiping my face with one and then blowing my nose on the next, and just like I keep going.
It's not really okay, but we'll find out what happened.
I mean, it seems like that helped. Would you say that helped, Dory?
I don't think it. I don't know if it was terribly effective.
But the handkerchief is nice.
As you guys are kind of having the scene outside, you see that there are a few shuffling locals out in like the town square right in front of the entrance. They're all dwarves, but they're all kind of wearing like purple robes, and like they see you, but they don't even really care. They just kind of shuffle on and just don't even
hit it.
No, I mean, you're right in that nobody said they were doing this stealthily. You just kind of went to the front entrance and just moved around.
Wait, what?
Side
We're walking up?
Well, hold on real quick, just so you guys know, there is a difference between the city and the Citadel. It's kind of obvious that the people are just like townsfolk, and the Citadel is an organization that lives within the city, if that makes sense. I mean, you can talk to the locals, see what it's been, or you can try and stealth your entire way through it. Also, I mean, have you explained, Dory, that this is your home, or I guess Cyril explained it, so this, you guys all know.
Yeah.
Cyril's going to be
So-
like, should we
Go on.
find your family, Dory? He's going to kneel next to you.
Yeah, I'm imagining like as soon as someone says that, like he just pops up and just starts like running down the nearest street. Just like he doesn't know what his address is, you know? Like I don't know my way around at all. I don't know like anything, but like I just start like looking, you know? Or at least I'm going to attempt to run away.
Right. I take off after
holding
him.
on to the handkerchief chain.
Yeah.
Eb is getting dragged.
It's stuck in your beard, yeah, getting dragged. She's like, oh gosh, we better go, and then starts running after them.
I'm still, while I follow, I'm just kind of still looking at the tower, like trying to figure out, like, I have to get up there.
Interesting. Well, he's going toward the tower, it seems.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my abilities to increase my speed a bit so I can catch up.
Okay. Does that use any of your side points?
No, it's a cantrip.
Oh wait, I have an idea. So as he's running towards the tower and stuff, but like in a certain direction, or like
sure, yes.
near. He's going like forward, right?
Yeah, he's basically going forward and up, which is toward the tower in a vague sense.
Okay, I'm gonna follow, right? But I also want, like, if they deviate to a certain side, I want to deviate to the other side, but towards the tower, as in using them as a distraction to infiltrate.
Okay. Cyril's gonna follow you, and he's gonna keep running. He's gonna be like, "Listen, I figure that from what you said that we've got a mission from Lear, but we might be able to. It seems we've got two options. We can either, okay,
Hand on his shoulder. Calm down.
Like,
While you're
he's running. Yeah, while you're running.
He's panicked.
No, he's not panicked. He's trying to speak while running, and he doesn't have as good stats as you do physically. And he's like, oh, I knew I was never as good as you in paladin training. Okay. Okay, two options. We can either go with them and try and get more options get more info about the town from Dory's family that might help us infiltrate, or we can use them as a distraction, and that will probably be enough that enough of their guards will leave that we can get in easier.
I was gonna do the latter.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Go.
Wait, as Eb is being dragged around, does she notice that everyone is wearing these purple cloaks?
Pretty much everyone. But there are people. There's like old grannies and like there's young children. Like there's and they don't seem to be too. There's nothing like ominous necessarily.
They're all pretty much wearing the same-ish thing.
They're all wearing a very similar thing. There's like you can sometimes see some of them are wearing it open more than just like completely covering, and they all just kind of. What you notice is that it's a very miserable feeling town. Everybody just seems to have a dour look on their face, and not be very opening.
Can I use the Ring of Weaving to make 5? Are there 5 of us? 5 different cloaks?
Sure. While she's doing that, what would you like to do, Morcello, or you were raising your hand?
Oh, this is going to sound pretty awful. Morcella literally cannot relate to losing a home or feeling sad that their like way of life or people they know have been lost, so they really don't care about Dory's plight.
Okay. All right.
So I don't think they would follow the group that's following Dory. I think they wouldn't want to be left alone in the area. So I think if Zin peels off and they notice, they'd end up following Zin.
That is funny.
Oh no, split in two.
This is actually okay. This works. So you only have to make.
Eb throws their cloaks.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Soph. But this is the first time I've ever done this. It is what my character would do.
That's true.
You got to follow your heart, man.
He's never acted in character before.
This man never acts in character. Based Sigma male, never acts in character, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Anyway,
I can't wait to meet Lear.
Oh god! Oh
boy.
god!
And I'm acting in character myself. Can't blame me. Anyway, I'm gonna let Eb. Eb did a very smart move, and I'm gonna let her throw the cloaks at you. I'll let you three decide. Cyril's definitely gonna take it. Zin, I don't know if you'll take it, but Cyril's gonna hand it out to you. Borchella, I have no idea what you want to do with
It
that.
catches on the head of the mushroom, but they don't actively put it on.
I feel like Zin wouldn't be paying attention. I feel like if I could control Cyril for a second, he's just kind of gonna put it over Zin, and Zin's just gonna keep going.
Sure,
Just gonna go, put this on, like put it on. They keep going.
you have
The
soft
cloaks are-
control of Zin also, or Cyril. I mean,
The cloaks are nicely tattered and dirty just a little bit, so they blend in with the locals. And Eb was really looking forward to seeing Zin in it, but is sad as he runs away.
just as what's it called? Just like Eb likes it, slightly tattered and a little dirty on her cloaks. Just
Some
how she always wears her
patches.
clothes.
Actually,
Yeah.
Eb didn't need to make herself a cloak because hers blends in perfectly already.
It's so dirty and from the soot and all the other crap that it's just getting darker and darker progressively from
Yeah,
green
it's
to
just getting
black.
At a
more-
certain point, it will give you a bonus to stealth because it's so dark.
Dirty.
Give
I'll
the
take another
rogue a bonus to stealth.
I'll say in a few more
I blend
sessions.
in
I'll say in a few more sessions it will give a bonus to stealth checks, but will give enemies a bonus to nose based perception checks.
Why did I give away my Gooby Gone?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Supply.
We'll say that the Gooby Gone is half empty now, as in Cyril's or Zin's inventory, in case that ever comes up again. I do really like the use of that.
Is that time she made a bubble beard, and all I remember was that it was like February.
I remember that. I think Zin. I don't remember if it was Zin or Eb stole all of the conditioner in the entire.
I took all the conditioner because
You didn't want Atham to have. You didn't want. Yeah, and you didn't want Atham to
I
have.
didn't
his
want
good hair.
Atham to have, and I have better conditioned hair. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of hair. He's a long hair. So
Yes.
It's
I'll take good care of
big
it.
hair.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't know what it's like to have a long male hair. It's terrible. It's got a lot of conditioner. Or well, I mean, only Andrew and I really know the pain that it is.
I have no idea what this hair thing you're talking about is. This
Yeah.
is why mushrooms are superior.
That's why mushrooms are based. Dory, I'd like you to give me a flat luck roll.
Oh no!
Just out of 20?
Out of 20.
Does
Dory
it get?
wrestlers don't have
Does that get any? Like, I got a 13, but does that get any like enhancements?
I'll give you
touching, can I
advantage.
add a help action?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you advantage.
13 again. I'm just rolling like shit.
That is my lucky number. Colgate 13.
Yo.
Alright. You're not a class of 13, you liar.
No.
No, Colgate's lucky number is 13. Yeah.
As you're running through the town, you guys randomly, let's say, the 13. That's a bit of a difficult one. You suddenly clash, and I guess just Dory kind of loses his footing and runs into a bakery outside and just kind of breaks into all the stalls. And you guys get a chance to catch up to him, and as he's kind of in this panic state, what are you guys gonna say?
Firstly, does Eb slide comically into Dory's feet when he stops, stand still?
Yes, you do. You kind of look like a whatever doll, those Russian dolls that you look like.
Nesting doll?
Yeah, kind of. You don't look exactly the same, but you look like you could fit exactly. You look like you're very much in front of him, like you know exactly how the nesting dolls will go right in front of each other, like that.
I slide through his legs.
Yeah.
Whoa. I desperately try not to look up. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now that we're stopped, Athens gonna just like get in front of Dory. All right. Hold on a second. Are you trying to remember something? I assume.
What?
Take that as a yes. Here, sit down for a second. I'll see if I can help.
Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Let me move.
You're waiting for
You don't want hands.
Pause, please.
Yeah, I just flop down right on my ass, right where I'm standing, like amidst the wreckage of like a cart that was full of bread and stuff. I just sit right down on a pile of loaves.
Okay. All right. And I want to see if I can look through any of Dory's memories just to give us a better clue.
You kind of reach in, Dory. Dory, you're psychically aware enough to know that something is happening.
Yeah, I'm imagining that like nothing happens physically, but I'm imagining that my mental state is like erratic. You know, like it's like almost like anxiety, but bordering on the edge of anger, you know? Yeah.
You kind of are you kind of enter his mind in a turmoil state, Atham, and I'll say like you're gonna have to quiet his mind to look into his memory. So I'll let you give me a side check for that. And while you're doing that, Ebb, you notice that this old crotchety like dwarf lady comes out. It's like, my bread! You've disturbed my loaves. I'll get the constable on ye. And she kind of disappears real quick. Before any of you are able to stop her, I'll say. Well, ma'am. I mean, you can try and stop her real quick if you like.
Ma'am, wait. I'm sorry. Come back. I'll pay for the bread. I've never seen such delicious looking bread before. I got too excited. I'm begging your pardon about it, but have you always been a baker? This is incredible. Eb picks up a loaf. She thinks it might be a rock and is like dusting it off and like trying to look very odd by it.
Yes, I've always been a baker, but you got so excited your friend decided to shove his ass on my baguettes.
Well, he's very young. I think he's like 10, 11, but oh fuck, I lost my accent. He's very young. Could be like 10 maybe. Actually I don't know. I don't think he's ever seen bread. He's been inside for a long time. Bad family business. He's just excited about seeing everything new. This actually used to be his hometown, but he hasn't been here for a long time, and I don't know, he missed home. Don't you ever miss home? And imagine seeing bread like this, baked by a woman who's clearly been perfecting the skill that's meant to be like of this place. He got just so happy.
What?
I really am begging your pardon. I'm so sorry about it.
Miss Home, I've been staying in this apartment on 231 Shitpot Alley for the last 200 years. real quick, real quick, give me a persuasion roll, and we're gonna go back to Atham. What did you roll for your side check?
Oh, I got a 19.
All right, Dory, you all of a sudden feel a sense of calm. What do you think? Like, even if it's just a one-word command, what do you think Atham says to Dory's directly into his psyche? Whether it's trying to make it seem like it's incepting into his mind directly, or you're making it sound like somebody is telling him. What does Atham say? / maybe.
Oh, I'm just trying to get his mind to focus, so I just have the word home repeat over and over again. So I'm just trying to get him to focus on his home.
Okay. All right. And what did you get, Reese, on your roll here?
21.
21. Okay. Okay. I gotta stop being so. I gotta be more focused on the DM. Anyway. But yes, in old dwarven culture, having the most long bearded man run into your stalls was considered a high compliment.
He certainly loves his beard.
He
will not wear anything but the beard. Let me tell you, I fell between his legs earlier. It was, but do you happen to? You've been here a long time. A long time.
I was born here.
Wow. I would love to live in a home that long. That sounds wonderful.
Oh.
This isn't about you, Eb.
Do you know if you've been here so long? Do you happen to know? We're trying to find out where. Whoa. Self glitching for anyone else?
No.
She's just sitting there.
Oh, for me, it just got real weird.
Like
It's all
sound wise
weird.
or picture wise?
Picture wise, she's frozen.
That's
And,
weird.
the
That
screen is
entire
doing-
time, my sound just wasn't working at all.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Oh, fun. Am I good now? Am I good
Yeah,
now,
You're all
Reese?
good now.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Eb?
You've been here a long time, and I imagine you know a lot about the city itself, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do you think we're trying to find out maybe if someone had lost their child a while ago? We're trying to find out how to get him home, and obviously none of us have a great grip of the situation. Even he doesn't remember much.
Well, I don't know any 8-foot tall dwarves with orange beards, but the only orange-haired people I know near this street are the constable's family. Usually makes his rounds. Hold on one second. He'd probably know best out of anyone. She takes out what looks like an enchant stone and starts pressing it a couple times. Like, yes, hello, constable. And like on the other end, you hear, you got to not press while speak here. And then he's just kind of, oh fuck, and just kind of you hear him stop. And he's like, oh yeah, he should be here any time now. He's very nice. Outside Atham or Dory, you kind of are now just hearing home, 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 home over and over again in your head
In a rhythmic way.
in a very it's to a little bit of a metronome, you know. It's got a little beat to it, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's kind of like, you know, Baby Shark or something like that for a little kid, I guess.
Yeah.
The rhythm stops.
I don't know if that would have a very. I don't know if that would have a very good calming effect on me. I don't think that would necessarily.
Okay.
I don't think that would. I think that on some level it might be a little bit like counterproductive. Like I'm almost like I'm just imagining like a high like I do like a high pitched scream like a 5-year-old when they're really angry, you know? Like if like you're like a little kid is like really really angry.
Do you want to try making it?
No, I'm in a dorm building. Everyone on my floor would hear me.
It was worth a try.
All right. Backtracking then. I'm hoping I sense the tension rising in Dory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm screaming out loud.
Okay. Yeah. I feel some tension here.
It's a little bit.
All right.
Like banging my hands on the ground and like my feet too, you know.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to somewhere quiet then. I'm gonna forcibly pull Dory into
No.
my astral sea mind palace.
I mean, you can do that mentally, maybe if he accepts.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, you're not like trying to. You're not trying to physically pull him into another plane.
No, not physically. No.
As you're doing that, I guess Dory. I don't know. Dory, do you accept this? Because that partially has
try
to
get into a more stable environment than this mind.
Because
no.
I will. All right, both of you give me a side check with your normal additives. And while that's going on, we're gonna go back to Eb. You see this kind of weird scene play out where they're both kind of they're having like a weird energy that starts to manifest between them. There's like little bits of lightning and bolts as like this character's psychic energy is being manifested in a tantrum. What was the name of real quick, Max, what is the name of the class that the Feywild Barbarian or something like that?
Oh, I don't have Tasha's with me.
You mean the Wild Magic Barbarian?
It's that basically.
Yeah, let me Wild Magic Barbarian.
It's literally called the Path of Wild Magic, apparently.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just needed to I needed to find my table again. Thank you. That's good. So you see this all happening, and then all of a sudden you see around the corner that a constable comes, in a kind of a the purple cloak, but like also kind of like a weird, similar like a blue button up with some like brass pins and like a little bit of a bowler hat, with like a small, instead of a wooden, stone kind of billy club. Saying like, "Oi, what's that sound? I haven't heard that screaming since." As he kind of goes on and sees Dory, he's like, "Dory?"
And I'm imagining that, like, so we'll pause quickly. Was Atham digging into my brain? Was this happening?
You're both going to roll D100s real quick. He was kind of like trying to pull you more than dig into your brain, I would assume, is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Should I do that now, D100?
Both of you roll me a D100 real quick.
Oh, shit! 100!
Oh no!
Ooh, let's see what that is.
69. Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I got a 10 and a 10.
Let's see. You are. Wait, you got a 10 and a 10?
Yeah, I did
100.
2 D10s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. All of a sudden, it seems that Dory is surrounded and encased in a golden aura. All of your stats increase, are doubled, and you gain a 3d12 plus your Constitution modifier to your hit points, for a little bit. All of a sudden, Atham, you kind of see that as you try and what you assume is overpower this kind of new psyker in an attempt to help, kind of like a father trying to stop a child from going near a burning pot of water. He all of a sudden resonates and sparks with your golden aura and is kind of encased in a similar golden armor to what you have. And kind of like your flowing black hair, his beard becomes a flowing red hair inside, and he's encased in a similar psychic energy to yours, and he all of a sudden becomes much, much more powerful, and looks like a hero of old kind of situation. For you,
Does he get more muscly? Like, did they just all
yeah.
Atham accidentally gave the powers of a god to a 1-year-old.
He looks like he.
Dory, that wasn't the.
Dory now looks like one of those Icelandic like power lifters that's like really strong but still has like a really big gut, kind of a thing.
Looks like Thor from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But later on.
Yeah, exactly.
Except like 8 feet tall,
Yes, exactly. All of a sudden, you also in exchange get a kind of energy back from Dory, and you feel yourself get hit by lightning real quick, and all of a sudden you now feel yourself be able to command elemental energy, which you're usually denied the ability to do because that's a magic only sort of a way, and you feel yourself now able to throw lightning at people as well as being resistant to any lightning damage.
And Eb gets nothing.
Oh, wait, now hold on.
Oh god.
Oh, hold on now. That's very interesting.
So remember that increase, and all of a sudden,
wait, where do I write this down?
We'll remember it. I'll remember it for the ongoing future. Dory or the constable is going to be like, "What the fuck?" He's going to say, like, all of a sudden, Eb, you noticed, I'm assuming, that Dory or this constable was having a moment, all of a sudden recognizing Dory. It seems like beyond just a normal person, and then all of a sudden they explode and look like weird demigods. It's gonna be like, What in the world is happening?
That doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, this is not de-escalating the situation.
That's new.
So I'm imagining like I hear him speak, and which direction is he relative to me? Can I whip around?
Yeah, kind of. He's like a little bit back and left to you, kind of like not directly behind you, but like
towards him, and my beard just like and grabs him and brings him in. You know, and I'm just like in the highest pitch possible. It's like, Dad! You know.
Aww.
And like I give him like a crushing hug, you know, like a really, really crushing hug, but because he himself is a soft rock dwarf, so he can take it, you know.
Dory, you just got psychic steroided, and you're in the body of a super soldier. I'm tempted to make a roll to see whether or not you immediately kill your father right now. I want you to make a strength roll right now. Flat strength roll.
Oh no!
And you have double your modifier right now due to being on warp steroids.
So that's just my strength is 16, but it has +1, right? So
no, that would be +3. So you have a +6 right now.
Oh,
what?
You are literally stronger than you can get through normal means.
You're the effect from what happened with the wild psychic magic, we'll call it, means your bonuses are doubled right now. So your strength bonus goes from a 3 to a 6.
Oh, this isn't in the saving throws, right? This is just in like on this like column on the side.
Yeah, it's just on the column. Yeah, if you have a +3, you have a 16. It's a +6. That's just
I have +1.
Oh, then you miswrote your strength then by accident.
Oh, really? Oops.
It's okay.
Sorry. So I get +6 from that?
Yeah, I want you to roll me real quick. Just roll a d20 and add 6. That's all you have to do. Don't you just rewrite it to +3 right now. Don't worry about the +6 for a moment.
Okay. I mean, I just rolled a 6.
Okay. All right, you're fine.
So just 12.
You pull your dad and you say, "Dad," and you grab him. You do 12 points of damage as you nearly break your father. It's like, oh
I'm
by the watcher, that hurts. Son, put me down, please.
Gentle, Dory, gentle.
Like this.
Light touch.
You know. And I like give him a big kiss on his bald head.
He goes, "Sick. What happened to you? What happened to you, lad?"
Dad, why are you so small?
Dory, I knew you'd grow, but I didn't think you'd get this big. It's been 15 years.
What? Wait. What? I just like put him down, you know. I imagine that I put him down and then I immediately pick him back up and give him another hug. Like I can't.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that one, but if you did that again and I made you roll, there's a very good chance you would kill your father. But I'm gonna let it go this time.
All right.
He's gonna look at you. He's gonna be like, 15 years ago, your mother and I, we did what we thought was best for you. I understand if you're angry, but why are you so big? What's with your beard? Why is it moving? In this light and these.
Did the bees fly out of his beard?
There's so many things living in my beard.
I'm so tempted to just kill your father right now because of all this shit. But go on and ask what you want to ask.
What do you mean? What do you mean? My beard is like holding him out directly in front of me. Like not by like the neck, by like here, you know, it's like just holding him up.
Right, in the midsection.
His arms are just like What do you mean by that?
Hey, do you guys want to go sit down somewhere? I think this is amazing, and Dory, I'm so happy for you. But seems like there's a lot going on, and maybe we could just have a nice place to talk about it.
I am like so I'm so unresponsive to this, It's very much just like I'm in like an extremely heightened emotional state, Like I feel like I don't it's almost like I just don't even really register that. Like I'm like so beamed in.
Let's say that because of the exchange, that Atham has a little bit of a way to move you to the to guide him. And the old woman's going to be like, "You can use my apartment if you'd like."
Oh, Granny, can I call you Granny? I'm sorry, you just.
No, it's okay. I'm very much a grandmother. I'm very old and withered.
Granny, that's absolutely amazing. We'll try and grab Dory. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that Dory is able to be kind of herded into the
him with like a full psionic might, just barely pushing him of like a centimeter at a time.
Here, real quick, you guys. So we'll take a little quick thing just to, as we'll say, we'll shift scenes into the inside of this bakery. Hold on one sec.
About to get fucking stabbed, or what's going on in the background there?
Oh,
yeah, I hear someone sharpening a knife.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they can hear you sharpen the knife.
I just wanted to...
It's McLean. He's Jesus Christ.
There we go. Nice.
And the camera said nice.
Sean planning to kill back there.
Okay, I'm fine. I trust you. I mean, you've stabbed me many times before. I think you know your way around it. And with that,
what's he been stabbed?
Oh, he just left.
No, I kicked Reese for not restraining herself. We're gonna. Oh, by the way, Reese, I know it's late. We'll make sure to wrap up in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Me?
I'm going to get to you. All right, you
chose to. You were just going to go to the bakery and stuff more. I was like, I kind of forget.
That's what. Listen,
Hi guys.
Okay. By the way,
just kidding. I'll shut up.
Into your room or anything? Okay. No, you don't have to shut up. I'm just saying, like, that's when you go away from the group. I will make sure to give you an equivalent scene. It just might be in a different order, and that's how you have to be okay with that.
No, I know
how it works.
I
was just be mad.
I was just worried you forgot.
Stop being so angry. Stop being so angry, please. Anyway, you guys sit down, and you see that Dory's father looks very guilty. And he seems to have trouble looking at Dory. I don't know if your beard is still grasping him, but I guess maybe
it's like petting him on the head.
This is like very disturbing.
Unconsciously.
This is very disturbing.
I'm glad I'm missing this.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys. There's just an awkward silence. What do you want to ask him? He had said that he said me and your mother had done it because we thought it was best for you.
Yeah, I'm just imagining I'm like sitting there, like, and I'm just like looking at him like this, and like I'd be kicking my feet, but the chairs are like made for dwarves and stuff, so like I can't.
The table is constantly getting like knocked up because like the top of your knee / thigh is like hitting the table every time you're trying to swing your leg.
Yeah, like a cup cannot stay full on this table.
No, and like this awkwardness is just punctuated by the fact that your table keeps going up and then slamming back down, up and then slamming back down, and eventually your father just can't take it with you staring at him. He's like, "Okay, all right. I am assuming you have some questions."
Well, first, for context, Dory has been in stasis for the last 15 years, so he hasn't aged. Just keep that in mind.
What? I have? What? Wait a second.
That's true.
Uh,
They promised me you'd be safe, though.
what?
He's gonna look at you and he's gonna be like, all right. In our society, people with abilities like yours, like he gestures to the gold armor around you and all the psychic energy and the fact that and he points to the beard petting his head apparently, and he's being like, psychics are considered the spawn of the devil, the one who betrayed us and sent us into the Underdark. The gift that you were given, or the curse that you were given, depending on how you want to look at it, was you wouldn't have had a good life here. So the Watchers promised us that if we gave you to them as a child, that you could live another life somewhere else, where your curse wouldn't bother you as much.
Like, I don't even know. Just like, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I don't know how to respond to that.
As you, Atham, as you kind of see this situation playing out, it's something that you've seen. When you take away the kind of trappings of it, where it's this giant super soldier child and this dwarf in this weird place, this scene of a parent kind of giving this talk to their child about their psionic abilities, you've seen played out dozens and dozens and dozens of times, and seen many a psychic user be rejected from society and ostracized and hunted. How do you think your character's feeling while he's watching this play out again?
Well, a bit disappointed, really, but better than Dory having fallen into the hands of the. This situation's a little bit more different because of the Minervans having set up shop here. So.
Well, who do you think the Watchers are? They have an eye, a giant eye symbol in front in a cage.
Did I just say that?
Oh well, I was saying. I thought you were saying that he would. I thought you were implying that he would have had a better life because the Minervans were here, but Dory's father gave him to the Minervans.
Wait, what?
The Minervans.
Atham hasn't been listening. He's just cared about. I can do lightning now.
A little bit, yeah. Kind of stuck on that factoid.
I would like to imagine Atham's hair is all on end now because of the static electricity.
Wait,
he's like Super
Torsen was with Torsen was a Minervan? I thought he was just associated with them.
Here,
okay.
Well, you can kind of read his mind real quick, but he'll also explain it to you in a sense. Is that you can kind of tell from context that the Watchers, as they call them, Minervans as you know them, are kind of, it seems to be some sort of like monastic pseudo-religious order to the people of this town, but they're not necessarily from what you know. It seems that he's implying that long ago there was a great being that they used to worship that betrayed them.
That part. And
so why do you think they would be kind of in with a crowd that doesn't like psychics?
Yeah, no, I'm more missing the Atham's more focusing on the connection of how Dory then got from the Minervans to Torsen.
I'll say you don't exactly know.
I know, that's what he's contemplating at the moment.
You do remember that Torsen mentioned that he was contracted. He wasn't necessarily in league for philosophical purposes. He just kind of was he needed backing from a organization to give him all of his equipment and money and test subjects. So he had to work with somebody, and so he paid them in super soldiers.
Well, only ever been someone working. All right, logistical issues aside. All right, cool.
I think that makes logistical sense. But so that's kind of the scene you're seeing right there. Did you want to say anything with that, or follow up with anything? Scan his mind, we'll say.
Oh, well, I thought I was scanning his mind.
You were, but I'm just saying, is there any other questions you want to ask me directly, basically, while scanning his mind?
Oh, yeah. Do I see anyone I recognize in his mind?
You see the figure that you guys saw at the gate. Walking around town a little bit. He's very mysterious. He's not very much seen, but you see a lot more of just like kind of the lower fodder interacting with the general people. It doesn't seem like the people of Soft Rock are in with the Minervans. They're not like followers of anything. They just kind of have a symbiotic relationship, if that makes sense.
Like the bees.
Yes. And so with that being said, Dory's father's going to look up and he's going to be like, I'm sorry, but there's nothing for you here. You shouldn't... You should make a life somewhere else, Dory. There's nothing left.
Where's Mom?
She's at home.
Oh. Can we go see her?
I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't think...
Please. Pretty, please. Can we go see Mom? Please. I need to.
Oh my god. No! He's gonna get up in a bit of anger and he's gonna be like, you've obviously found your crowd. He's gonna point to to Athens. He's like, you've obviously found your crowd that can use your freak abilities, and you're better for it there. There's nothing left.
I'm just gonna go tackle the father.
Yeah.
Eb is gonna go tackle his dad and be like, shake his collar.
I want to say, what is Eb feeling before she does this?
Eb is at first really heartwarming that like Dory's found his family, but the more and more the father talks, she gets angrier and angrier on Dory's behalf because one, Dory was given away, obviously maybe for good intentions, but it didn't turn out that way. And then he comes back into his dad's life and he doesn't want him here. He doesn't want to explain why, and he doesn't even want him to see his family again. And then he gets mad and is yelling, and Eb does not like that. And Eb's gonna like try and smack him around. He'd be like, "What are you doing?"
We're gonna switch as I want you to roll me a roll to hit real quick.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna beat a bitch. Eb's gonna be like, "You need to pay your child support." Fuck. What is it? Strength?
Yeah, let's do strength plus stack or plus proficiency plus the d20 roll.
Well,
that hits, yeah. All right, and then you tackle, you'll pay your child support, and we're gonna switch over to Zin and Cyril and Morchella. You guys kind of you make it actually, and it does seem like there's a lack of there's a lack of guards outside. That what the.
I was just made Pit Cruise. Keep talking.
Okay. I'm just wondering what the context of the quotes mean. Anyway, you go through. You are able to actually easily enter the compound. It seems eerily easy to enter the compound because all the guards are gone. So it seems your gambit worked.
Oh yeah.
As you go through, you can see that Lear has left a few clues in terms of like he's left some divine energy on different points as kind of breadcrumbs to use your divine sense on.
Oh, so smart.
And
So
you see that he has a. You see that he leads you to what looks to be like an armory of some kind, and
Ooh.
when you get in there, you see that there is a veritable just cornucopia of different magical items and arms. But you see that he has left a big kind of arrow of divine energy at what looks to be another axe piece.
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Ow.
Sorry.
Okay.
My volume was so loud.
You also see, I'm going to have Cyril is able to see with his high rate of intelligence and perception that he is able to see what looks to be an attache case left by somebody with a mark of Rhodia that has a note on it that says "for Ebb." You see,
Don't open it.
what?
Don't
No,
open it.
no. Hold on.
Cyril's probably just gonna grab it and
hold on.
it.
Yeah, we'll have it for we'll say it to we'll finish with this in. You approach and it seems to be the last third piece of the head of the axe. At least there doesn't seem to be the shaft of the weapon yet, but for the most part, it's just the third of the axe.
I touch it.
Kaysen immediately touches it with no pomp and circumstance, and it absorbs into your arm, and you feel a huge rush of power, and your tattoos on your arm light up with divine energy, but you don't lose consciousness like you did last time. But you feel very powerfully imbued, and now the head of the axe is completely full on your tattoos.
Zin smiles.
So you have the full head of Aloric's axe. And this is all behind like a few glass things, but honestly, you guys are strong enough that you can smash through it. So we'll just say that we're cutting that for time. Cyril is going to see. I'm going to see a few things here for people. I'm just going to pick them up because I think they need them. I've got this case for Ebb. I've got a looks like a golden honeycomb. And then I've also got what looks to be some kind of flaming sword. This thing is giant, Jesus. I'll just carry these because I think that this one has the symbol of the sun on it. So I'm gonna leave it for Atham. I assume that this is some kind of relic of his people. I think obviously this is for Ebb and maybe that crazy lady we saw who was fighting that Isha guy. And then the honeycomb, I don't know, but I'm assuming Morchella likes bees. I didn't see anything for Dory though.
Did you find anything for yourself?
No, I'm thinking about others right now, and all of this is probably cursed. Well, maybe not the stuff I grabbed, but the rest of it. And then so you guys are going to follow it out to the rest of the yard, and it kind of leads you down to what looks to be a kind of training yard of sorts, but it's kind of more open. It looks like there's a few dummies, but there's like no outer wall. It's kind of just like the walls extend to the edge of the cavern, and there's like some lava around, like flowing through the area, but there's no man-made artifice outside of that. And as you guys do, a couple of Minervans are like, "What are you guys doing here?" There's about 3 of them. They seem to be little low-level cronies. What do you think Zin does?
So does he? So he knows Lear's like up ahead, right, or something?
Yeah.
He probably just like pushes them aside, like he like whips them out. Probably tries to knock them against the wall or something, just fly them out of his way as he keeps walking.
All right, give me a quick attack roll.
I can do. Okay, 17 to hit. Plus, wait, no. Yeah, 17 to hit. That's my plus. I rolled.
Cyril, while this is going on, you basically just how would you annihilate them? Because you're so high level that these guys' cronies are just going to immediately fall as soon as you hit them.
I think I'm just walking, and they say something like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I just like take the whip with also the fun new axe piece, and I just kind of push them against the wall, and they like whip them all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They go flying or whatever.
While Zin is slaughtering the guards, Cyril's going to come over to Morchella. Zin is going, or Cyril's going to go over to Morchella and be like, "Hey, do you want this? I mean, you like bees, I think, right? Or they're part of you? I don't know. Do you want this golden honeycomb?"
Yeah. Morchella just sort of grabs it and like shoves it into their body, and the hyphae just sort of part just slightly as it slowly slurps into it. They're gonna take that. It's bee-like.
God, you are disturbing.
Yes.
This is like the
I
most
know,
psychotic
I love
group.
that interaction so much. God, you are disturbing. Yeah.
There we go. As you guys are doing after all the guards have been murdered, all of a sudden, you kind of see up in the among the stalactites or stalagmites. Which one's the one on the ceiling? I don't remember. I think that's stalagmites. Whatever.
It is on the ceiling, I'm pretty sure.
It's stalactites. Wait. Yeah. Okay. You find them fighting, or you see up above there seems to be some clashes, and you can just tell from your divine sense that it seems that Lear is fighting what seems to be Isha up there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And you can
Let's
see
go.
they're beginning to hurtle toward you.
I want to throw it so Lear can catch it somehow. Or
You
at
can do
least
that if you'd like, but behind you the gate begins to open up and you feel a massive dark presence behind you. And Atham, I would like you to describe who is this person, and at least in the general sense, and what do they look like?
Wait.
Who is your only main character that is related to your backstory that is
No, I
presently
mean,
standing right-
what do you want me? So you want me to describe? Well, what they look
They're-
like? It
they're
looks
your-
like
they're your character, man.
A tall, large man with long black hair, golden tinged skin. Not like literally gold. I mean, like the natural human skin color that could be described as gold. Eyes. While the rest of him looks similar to Atham, his eyes are distinct bleached bone white pupils.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to put a character reference as well from what some of the pictures you found they showed me?
Yeah, that's gonna take a minute though. Just, oh no, it won't actually. Oh dear. I only have the double one. Let me. I'll give you one. I'll find it.
This is so exciting. I can't wait to slaughter people.
Morchella, real quick, you realize that you're unable to that this is a very serious situation and that half of your party is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You are the only other psychic character in the group right now. Is there anything you want to do to the other psychic characters, maybe?
I'm not sure how much, because a lot of Morchella's actual ability to interact with people on a large scale or send any kind of message has to do with how connected they are to the whole. So I don't think they can actually message anyone. That's not in their purview. I think the most they can do is, while this commotion is going on in Dory's house, racing towards them is this line of glowing mushrooms.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. That's you know what, that works. So we're going to as this thing is happening, we're going to cut back to Eb shaking Dory's father on the floor as a bunch of little mushrooms burst into the room that are glowing. And what do they do? What do they do, Morchella?
They rapidly cover every surface in this house that isn't a person. And you just get this flash image of the person that Morchella is in front of.
Fuck. Okay.
Pretty cool. Just a quick question regarding Lear. Is there any way I'm able to get him his sickle, or do I have to wait?
You have the sickle, but I mean, you can throw it up if you'd like right now.
Do you think he'll catch it?
Well, let's say right now we're kind of your scene is slightly paused. We're kind of just finishing up with that.
I know.
Scene and then, sorry, okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can get his sickle if you want, but it'll be wait until next week for the action to resolve, we'll say.
Okay.
Actually, no, we'll go back to you as soon as... what do you guys do in the other thing as you're shaking up Dory's father?
All right, I'm just gonna tap Eb on the shoulder. All right, we should get out of here. Leave him. Dory, come on. We got more important things to deal with.
No, I grab my dad by the beard and drag him with me. Let's go see mom. You know.
Still
on top of
Yeah,
him? Am I
feel like
dragging
Eb
Eb
is getting
too?
dragged too again, but she doesn't mind.
I'm gonna step in front of Dory. Dory,
No! No!
we can resolve this later.
No!
There are people
No!
that need your help.
No! I swing. I swing my dad at him.
As you try and swing, immediately you feel a pulse in your brain, and the second brain takes over. And your eyes glaze over for a second and let go of your dad, and you just start to kind of zombie walk toward the others. You've kind of exhausted yourself. You've used so much of your psychic energy already that you've kind of felt like it takes a lot of willpower to use those powers, and you're a 1-year-old basically, so you have the willpower of nothing. So you've kind of nearly depleted your mental energy. But oddly enough, Atham, you notice that as Dory's walking, his beard starts to grow even more. And as he's walking, I guess you follow him, Eb.
I'm gonna look down at his dad first. I will be nicer in the future. He's I might not be around next time, but I'm breaking your spine if you upset him.
Yeah, and if Dory doesn't break your spine, I will. And then Eb, I don't know, gets up and looks angrily at him and stalks away.
You see that he looks down in kind of a mixed emotion of shame and fear, and just like pounds the ground a little bit. And you can feel Atham as a psychic. You can feel that he's got a lot of mixed emotions about all of this. A lot of conflict.
Good. Maybe he'll resolve them.
You guys run over toward the thing, and then right as you guys are getting there, there's an outward like portcullis. How is it? How do you say it?
Portcullis.
Pork cutlets.
Pork cutlet. I love pork cutlet.
One less T in there.
Pork cutlets. Well, anyway, there's that outside, and as another way to get into the training area where the lava is flowing through. You guys kind of Dory's body lifts it up as he's walking through, and he's able to easily kind of just shove it up and through the stone and break out the other side. It's as he does that, all of a sudden his beard starts to overtake him as he walks toward Zin, Cyril, and Morchella, and completely wraps himself in a beard cocoon, and he just kind of falls on the floor. That's what's pretty much going to happen. And then as you say that, you can just see that Atham's quote-unquote relation, however we're going to, I guess he hasn't revealed anything yet, looks over and snaps his fingers, and the gates behind him open up, and two of the super soldiers, the Watchers version, walk out of the building, and right behind Morchella, Zin, and Cyril, they hear a banging against the wall as the wall bursts forth in a dust, stone, and shrapnel, and a giant, I guess we'll call them void worm, roars as lava starts to fill in through the hole that it's made. And Isha and Lear strike each other as they start falling and hurtling toward the ground. And I guess you just kind of hear Evil Atham say, "Let's begin." And that's where we're going to end for this week.
You're a dick. Well, I say that in character.
You say that to your brother.
Yeah, fuck off, bro.
And it's like Gru and his brother.
Gru has a brother?
Yeah, there was a movie where it's like Gru's twin, which makes no sense considering how like
from my backstory and shoot both Atham and the evil Atham.
Well, isn't it regular Atham, evil Atham as well?
Yeah.
Evil Atham and eviler Atham.
So is that upgraded state something I can access? Like, or is
well, hold on. You're just in a cocoon right now. There's been no upgraded state. If anybody has questions, you can DM me. But anybody else have any questions while we're going?
Oh my
oh yeah,
god, this could be
do we get
so
all the
fun.
items? Do I see do I see that flaming sword?
You do see your flaming sword.
Cyril got the flaming sword. That'd be cool.
All right, let's
He's
psychic that over.
He's a
That's
he's a
true.
water-based character.
You wouldn't want to wield psychic flames, anyways.
That's true. It sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's not like that. but
Like
also-
powers are for losers.
Wow. Wait, don't you use psychic powers too?
No.
No.
I eat
Yes.
psychic
Use
powers.
the bees.
I eat psychic powers. I do the opposite of using them.
Do you absorb them when you eat them, or do they dissolve?
I like to think.
Good question. I don't know the inner workings of my own powers.
Interesting.
Mood. Cheers to that.
Andrew, did you get my DMs?
Oh.
Damn, sliding into his DMs. That was quick.
Okay. I like to think, like,
He's
as this all
12.
happens near the end, I'd like to think that Zin, like, I don't know. I feel like he's ready to beat shit up. You know?
Yeah.
I think he's getting a little excited. He's a little excited. I could see him, like, smirking a bit, ready to beat the shit out of this. Because he just got the final piece of the axe. Like, he's pumped. He's like, this is one of the few times he's really excited. And I like, and yeah. I just like think of him smiling. It makes me happy.
Except with
I'm glad.
Smirking.
rage.
Wait, what?
Ev has so much rage.
I'm glad. I'm sorry that I felt like the more Chella's in and serial section. I apologize for not letting it kind of be more atmospheric and go step by step. But we started a little late, and I don't want to go for too much longer because I'm taking up my friend's living room right now, and I don't want to be too rude to them because I should be hanging out with them, and I don't want to be a dick. Also, I know that Eb has to go to bed, or oh my god, Reese has to go to bed soon, so I don't want to go too late for that.
It's really a self-insert character.
Yeah, also, like,
It really is.
It
I didn't know
really
your-
is.
I didn't know your
You
dad
think
was
I'm joking?
an international assassin.
Who's international right now?
Oh, shit! She's the sneakiest sneak.
Oh god.
Has anyone died? Not that you know of.
Here,
Should
let
we
me-
should we
we should
vote?
vote soon. Yeah, we should vote soon. Let me kick Craig first.